overcome that attitude of the mind, then you carefully analyze every thought that arises as 5 aggregates and dispel them. That attitude of yours will also discourage the mind from behaving in the normal way of creating thoughts one after the other. That's silence which you introduce in the way of being mindful of what you are thinking will develop by itself to a condition where your mind will be more silent. There will be less thoughts arising. That doesn't in any way discourage you from thoughtful or mindful thinking. If you want to hear or see or do any such act, you can mindfully perform that act by creating a thought. As I told you, all your feelings are thoughts. If you analyze every thought as the 5 aggregates, you will realize that those feelings which are present and unpresent are also a creation of 5 aggregates. And they are mere thoughts and nothing else. The cause has created the result. If you see the cause as something impermanent, then the result too is something impermanent. And when you analyze each thought in that manner, cause as impermanent, the results as impermanent, there is no substance in that thought and the thought vanishes. It doesn't encourage another thought to occur. Thoughts occur one after the other when one thought gives way to the other. As you promote such occurrence, feelings too are the same. If you experience something pleasant, you go and continue to think of that pleasant nature of the object and create thoughts one after the other. But on the other hand, if you see the object as something impermanent, unsatisfactory, then you attach no value to that object of the thought, which discourages further thinking about that subject. So mindfulness is one of the essential things that you have to bear in mind to get rid of feelings that promote desire. Mindfulness of what? Of the object, the realistic aspect of the object. What is the realistic aspect of the object, or the cause? As something impermanent, something unsatisfactory, which is selfless. If you can be always mindful that all that arises in you in the nature of thoughts are impermanent, or you use the word anicca, which is the Pali term for impermanence, and be mindful of that, then your mind will automatically become silent. Why? The mind will get rid of that habit of creating thoughts one after the other, because you attach value to that such thoughts. Now that you don't attach any value to your thinking, now that you realize all thoughts are all impermanent, mental creations, you directly discourage the consciousness in creating thoughts. More and more thoughts are created when you encourage the consciousness in the way of accepting those thoughts. But on the other hand, being watchful, being mindful of what you are doing, what thoughts occur in you, you see the true aspect, the realistic aspect of the thought as impermanent. And the consciousness would not get any encouragement to create more and more thoughts in the way of pleasant and unpleasant feelings. This discourages the development of desire in you. Desire, as I always emphasize, is a habit which you have maintaining in your mind by constantly feeding it in the way of enjoying present feelings, by developing more and more thinking, and also creating a dissatisfaction of something unpleasant because you are disappointed over the result. But on the other hand, without falling into these two categories of and permitting your mind to live in these pleasant and unpleasant feelings by creating more and more thought, if you discourage such activity of the mind in the way of realistically analyzing the object of the feeling, then you discourage feeling. To take an example, if you see something pleasant, it certainly is pleasant to the eye, but you are not taking that, co-creating that pleasant feeling on the surface of what you have seen. But if you analyze realistically that object as something arising and passing away, impermanent, then you attach no value to that object. Therefore, the sixth sense basis will be discouraged from creating pleasant or unpleasant feelings in you. You will have a peaceful mind because you understand the true nature of things. You realistically see the nature of the object that attracts the